Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Roop Kumar. Today we are going to see about fundamentals of alternating current. If you are going to join in the engineering college to study electrical engineering, you have to know some basic concept. One of those concepts is alternating current. Before going to the topic, we have to know the history of alternating current. Invention of AC. During 18th centuries, many scientists who involved themselves to create a new form of current using Faraday's law. Nikola Tesla is a notable person in creation of alternating current along with Otto Blatt. With their ideas, many other scientists like George Westinghouse helped to enlighten the idea to the world. Actually, what happens during 1880s is that the US government decided to bring people the light to every house. They wanted street lights to be implanted, but they doesn't know which form of current they have to use. Edison, who supported DC current, put forward that AC currents are more dangerous since during that time many people died due to AC current contact. So he suggested to use DC, but there are many restrictions, so they can't use DC. They had some confusion. This incident is called War of Currents, happened during 1880s. Later, creation of AC motors with the ideas of Nikola Tesla helped to implement AC current throughout the world. Next, what is AC current? Alternating current is an electrical current which periodically reverses direction. The alternating current is that current which flows in a conductor in one direction for some time and immediately it flows in the opposite direction for some time. So let me show it. This is some pictorial representation of alternating current. You can clearly see that this wave represents a 240 volt AC current. First, it starts with a positive range. It keeps on increasing. Then suddenly it started to decrease. This green color line is called a ground or common line. This is actually a 0 volt line, which means whenever this waveform touches this green line, the voltage value is 0. What happens? Then the wave turns the direction. It goes in the negative region and touches the green wire. Then also it comes to positive region again. It goes n number of times. So this big wave represents 240 volt AC, while the small one represents 120 volt AC. Let us see in detail. So how did the AC currents generated? So generator are devices which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy to produce AC current. The value of the voltage produced depends upon the number of turns of the coil, strength of the field, and the speed at which the coil rotates. The EMF induced depends upon the Faraday's law. Of course, I know you all come across 12th standard, so you definitely know what is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay, I will tell. Faraday law of electromagnetic induction states that whenever a conductor cut across a magnetic line of force or flux, an EMF is induced in it. Also, the magnitude of the induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of flux linkage. So, this is the formula where E represents EMF, N represents number of turns, and d phi by dt represents change in magnetic flux. This is how a generator works. You can see these N and S represent bar magnets. Consider it as a small magnet. Actually, in a large scale, it would be a very large magnets. Where PQRS is a rectangular rod. Then AB, actually A is here, sorry for that. A is here, B is here. They are slip rings, and these black color one connecting the slip ring to the PQRS are called carbon brushes. This helps to rotate this coil. Since phi is equal to VA cos theta, d phi by dA is equal to VA sin theta. So this wave is decided by sin theta representation. So factors affecting the generation of AC are number of turns of the coil. If the turns of the coil increases, we will get more AC voltage. Area of the coil. Area is directly proportional to the coil, to the voltage generation. Magnetic field strength, speed of rotation are also directly proportional. Angle between the coil and rotational axis. It is a sine related angle, so it varies over sinusoidally. So what is the output? The outputs are called the waveforms, which represent the voltage value. The shape or curve obtained by plotting the instantaneous value of voltage or current is called its waveform. But actually, we don't know what is instantaneous value. We will discuss it later. First, we see there are different forms of waveforms: sinusoidal, square, triangular, sawtooth, etc. Have a look. So, what is the cycle in a waveform? First, one complete set of positive and negative value of an alternative quantity is called a cycle. Here in this diagram, O, A, B, C, D is a cycle. So cycle starts from here. A, B, C, D ends here. A represent positive maximum, C represent negative maximum. O, B, D are 0 points. Time period. The time period taken by the wave to complete a cycle is called periodic time. It is denoted by T. Let us consider an example that 50 cycles are obtained in 1 second. Then the time period or periodic time for one cycle is 1 by 50 seconds or 0.2 seconds. T is equal to 1 by F. So what is F? That's called frequency. The number of cycles per second is called frequency or periodicity. Times in seconds. Frequency is equal to number of cycles by times in seconds. The unit of frequency is Hertz and the symbol used is Hertz, named after the scientist Hertz. It is reciprocal of the time period. T is equal to 1 by F, F is equal to 1 by T. So now comes the name instantaneous value. The magnitude at the given time is called the instantaneous value. For example, look at this pic. At time OP, O to P, the instantaneous value is PR. The value at particular instant is called instantaneous value. Next topic is average value. Consider you are dividing a positive half of the cycle into 10 divisions. So, name it as I1, I2, I3, etc. The value of the instantaneous value at first division plus second division plus third division, the overall summation divided by number of division is called average value. Hope you understand this. Look at the pics. Maximum value. The maximum value attained by the current or voltage in a half cycle is called its maximum value. This is also called as crest value, peak value, or amplitude. These are basic concepts in wave optics. Very important topic, we came across RMS value. RMS value expansion is root mean square value. The RMS value of alternating current is given that steady DC current which produces same heat as that produced by the alternating current passing through and given resistor for the same period of time. Consider you have a resistor, you are passing a DC and an AC. The amount of heat produced by a DC at sometimes say for 6 volt will be the same at 5 point something volts at AC. This value is this relevant value to DC of an AC is called RMS value. Generally, non-electrical people or common people do not know to say about AC values. For example, if you give a battery to non-electrical people, and say them 6 volt, they will say yes, it's a 6 volt battery. But if you say that it's an uh, alternating source of 6 volt, which means it go from 6 to minus 6 and comes again from minus 6 to 6, they can't understand. So we have to take a relevant value to the DC. So the relevant of AC value to the DC is mostly represented by RMS value. RMS value can be equal to maximum value. That depends upon the waveform. The RMS value is the square root of the arithmetic mean of the square of the values or the square of the function and defines the continuous waveform. Square of average by number of divisions whose whole root is this. Look at this formula. So the RMS values varies over its waveform. To explain it, let us look over its relation with maximum value. So Vmax is the maximum value. For sinusoidal wave, the RMS value is equal to Vmax by root 2 times. We are just considering voltage here. So Vrms is equal to Vmax by root 2. For square wave, Vrms is equal to Vmax, same. For triangular wave, Vmax by root 3. For sawtooth wave, Vmax by root 3. So next topic is peak factor. It is the ratio of maximum value to RMS value. For sinusoidal wave, the peak factor is given by peak factor is equal to maximum value by RMS value. Thus we get this root 2. It changes over waveforms. Now very important topic, phase. The angular displacement between two or more alternating quantity is known as phase, or the meaning of phase is to indicate the relative position between voltage and current component. If we have to compare voltage and current of an AC, that is the voltage also AC and current also AC, we have to compare it. We can graphically represent it or we can choose phase. The component may rise or fall at the same time, may lag the other early. Have a look at this picture. Phase difference is the difference between two alternating qualities, can be represented in graph. In the first picture, the current and voltage starts at the same time. It follows the same track. So there's no phase difference between current and voltage. But in the second picture, the voltage has started earlier. The current lags and it starts again. So the distance from 0 to the starting point of the current is called the phase difference. Hope you understand. So in this picture, voltage leads the current. Whereas in this picture, current leads. Is the representation, not only graphical representation, we can represent alternating current and voltage in vector. Electrical quantized voltage and currents are represented by means of vector with the length representing the magnitude and the arrow representing the direction. The angle between them is the phase angle. So from this topic, I hope you have gained some knowledge. So let's move on to a simple problem. The equation for an alternating current is given by I is equal to 77 sin 314t. Find the peak value, frequency, time period and instantaneous value at t is equal to 2 mil. So what is given? I is given, t is given. They are asking us to find peak value, frequency, time period and instantaneous value at t is equal to 2. So peak value is, generally we have to follow the equation of alternating current, which is I is equal to Im sin omega t, where Im is equal to maximum value of the current. Sin omega t, you can get to know that since it varies over sinusoidally, we have to write sin omega t. So Im, I will be maximum when sin omega t is 1. Since you all know sin varies from 1 to 0. So, 0 to 1. So peak value is equal to 77 amperes. Frequency we have another formula, omega by 2 pi. Omega is angular frequency. So which is given by 314 by 2 pi, which is 50 hertz. I have to say one thing. In India, we standardly follow 50 hertz frequency, but countries like USA follow 60 hertz frequency. So it is advisable that you have to use an adapter or some kind of equipments before using Indian products in any other country. Same applies to any other country's product to India. Time period is 1 by frequency, which is 0.02 seconds. So instantaneous value is simple. We have the current equation. We have t. So substituting t in the current equation, we get 45.24. Thank you guys. Thank you for your patience. I think you have gained some knowledge from this video. Thank you.